Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I am so happy you found us. This is Creativity and Inspiration. I'm Lisa. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a good weekend. It's a long weekend. I hope you're getting to rest. If you're not, thank you for doing your job. You are appreciated. Today was supposed to be yesterday. I'm sorry. Those that have been here for a while know my husband's very ill. Yesterday he had been in and out of the hospital. He had been in and out of ICU since March 3 times, hospital 1 time. So yesterday was a day that really scared me. He has actually stayed out of the hospital for a whole month now, and we were super excited. Yesterday was very scary. I thought I was going to have to take him back to the ER. Fortunately, we had doctor's appointment. She marked his leg. She said if the redness goes past this, he needs to go to the ER. And I was like, oh, your heart just drops. And like I said, yesterday he was out of it. He's got a lot of illnesses, and I was just very afraid. So I just could not focus on doing a video for this channel. I do apologize, but I have to take care of my husband. I am a caregiver. Definitely first. But today is not the video I had planned. That's okay, because that video can go up on Monday. No problems. Today I have a great one for you. I think you're really going to like it. I'm going to show you a way you can create a really cool image picture for your journals, your planners, to frame, to give as a gift, whatever you want to do with it. Whatever you want to do, you can create these. They're simple, and you don't have to have any drawing skills. All you're going to do is make marks. That's it. And I'm going to show you how to create a really cute outdoor scene. It's starting to be fall. You could make it fall if you wanted to. All you're going to need is a piece of paper, and I'm going to use this small journal that I just got. If you watched my art haul, I talked about it. Oh, that's one I did the other day. Did not mean to show that, but that's okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't remember the size, so let me measure it for you real quick. It is 8 by 5. 5 by 8. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to turn it, I'm probably going to use this one and do it landscape, which is sideways like this. And I'm going to use my Crayola watercolor pencils. I know a lot of artists, they have very expensive watercolor pencils. I do not, but these work great. These work great. I wanted to show you that they work great. This was one I did with watercolor, my little froggy with his mushroom on his head. And then this one has some paint and watercolor pencils in it both. So they do fine. They do great. You can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use paint, you can use, your watercolor pencils. Whatever you have, you use. You don't have to go get anything for this. And like I said, I'm going to use this because I would use this as either a page in a journal. I would use it as a cover, on the cover. You could make tags if you wanted to. You could just get a little tag if you want to do this with me and you don't want to do a whole page. Grab a blank tag somewhere and scale it down for a tag, a journaling card. You could make this really whatever you want it to. If you do it thin, you could do a belly band. It's that adaptable and that easy. So let's just get into this. I'm going to bring you closer so you can see what I'm doing. But like I said, all we're going to do, no drawing. You'll see when you come closer, there is nothing on my page at all. And we're just going to start by making marks. That's it. So come on in and let's get started. And again, thank you for being here. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, please don't give it a thumbs down. Just wait till the next one. And if you've subscribed, thank you. Please stay subscribed. I really, really am trying to grow my channel and reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Okay, let's do this. And like I said, we are going to start and we're just going to make marks. I'm going to still do a summertime scene because where I live, it's still summer. It is still hot as heck here. And that's not a good thing. I promise you. I'm gonna use those 9 colors. I'm gonna get a sharpener and we will get this started. And the only reason I'm getting a sharpener is because I guarantee I will need it at some point. I will say the one thing that I don't like about the Crayola watercolor pencils is when I sharpen them, they break. Okay, landscape, which is, long ways. And I'm going to start just by making marks with my darkest green. And I'm thinking this is going to be leaves. And I'm just making marks. You can change how dark they are, how fat they are by the way you press, turning your pencil to get different areas on the pencil, the crayon. How hard you press down changes, are they darker, are they lighter? You can make your marks small, you can make them go any way you want to. Because trees aren't perfect. And you can outline your tree if you want, if that's going to make you feel like, better. Just do what makes you feel good. But I'm going to make a tree kind of going out this way. You can make X's, you can make just little marks like I am, whatever kind of mark you want, because you'll see in the end it all comes together to make a beautiful picture. And I guess how big you make them is like as it gets farther away, it gets bigger, looser. As it comes in more, it gets tighter, smaller. Think of trees if you're just capturing part of a tree. Okay, I was going to put a tree there, and then I think I'll put a tree here. But I'm going to do this tree different. And I'm going to create it a little closer together. Let's see, I'm thinking maybe a path that way, so I want this to be kind of a tall. I don't know what kind of tree, they don't have to really resemble any real trees. And you might be going, girl, you are crazy. That does not look like a tree at all. But I promise, when you get to the end, it will. Okay. And then we'll put some little darks over here, maybe. You can connect your lines if you want. They don't have to all be random. Okay, now I'm going to come back in with my second green, which is my medium green. And I'm going to come over here and make, I think that's the same one I had, isn't it? I can't tell. Okay, come back in with the medium green. And if you can't tell, you need to pay attention. Right? That's what I say. If you want to make more leaf shapes, just use your marks to create leaf shapes. Whatever you want to do, but you're just using marks. You're not drawing. And it's just really a cool way to make a picture. can make diamonds, you can make triangles. X's. You're just making marks to create a picture. And now I'm going to go to my lightest green. You can also make marks like if you want to give the illusion of like grass. You can make them curved. You can make them tall. Don't forget, you can make them any way you want. You can connect them. You can see by how like flat my tip, you can see by like how flat my tip is, how my marks are kind of thicker together, where when it's sharp, they're more separated out and thinner. But this is the path or the rocks, so I want it to be, you know, flat. I want fat, thick marks. And again, I am just making little marks, little lines. You can make check marks, X's, whatever you want to. This is great to do while you're watching TV at night. It gives you, you know, keeps your hands busy. You create something cool that you can use in a journal, a planner, or you can make art and frame it, hang it in your bedroom. Give it as a gift, whatever you want to do. Because you can customize this, and you don't have to be able to draw. You just have to, you know, kind of see an image in your head and follow through. And I'm just going back in between my marks and making more marks. I'm not coloring. I'm simply have my flatter pencil here, and I'm making even thicker marks beside the marks I've already made, which makes it look like I'm coloring, but I'm not. You can also make marks over marks to fill in some if you want, but still don't color, just make marks. You could also make dots if you wanted to, but dots take a long time, so I like marks. But it's totally up to you. Everybody's different. You could use X's, check marks, O's. And it's going to look different depending on the media you use. If you use watercolor pencils versus crayons versus oil crayons, you know, if you use gelatos, if you use paint, if you use markers, it's going to look different with whichever medium you create your marks with. And that's kind of cool too, because you could do the same drawing over and over and use different media and have it look different. So kind of create different things for different people. Okay, now I'm going to take this and kind of make a branch coming through my tree here. And I'm using X's for my marks now instead of just lines. Well, I guess X's are lines. I'm creating X's though. And I make them kind of thick, and then I'll come back with my darkest green. Okay guys, we're back. My hand is cramped up. As you can see, I killed my yellow. I have to sharpen it. But here is our finished mark making drawing, and as you can tell, we have just created an outdoor pathway with some green in the background. You could even darken these guys up if you wanted them to be more like trees. We could come in here with our dark. And remember, the flatter your marker, the flatter your pencil is, the darker the marks. If you're using crayons, just press harder. If you're using marker, make sure you use a wide tip to get wider lines, which will make it darker. And again, press harder. But by pressing harder, the tree shapes come more into light. And I'm not filling in, I'm not coloring, I'm just making super thick trees that show up a little more like that. And there you have a pathway with some crunchy grass, flowers, a tree, and some trees. All by just making lines, by making marks. Nothing was on my paper beforehand. They're all just lines and circles and star things, which are just lines. Remember, you can use any shape you want to create an image, but it's just marks. You don't have any pre-drawn images and you're not coloring solid. You're just using marks. And to get thicker marks, use flatter tips and press harder and just go over and over if you want a more filled in look. But this could be a journal page, a journal cover, something for your planner, tags, journaling cards, something to frame for your wall, a gift, whatever you can imagine, this can be. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video just to show you you can create really cool pictures by just making marks. The video on Monday will be up, which was supposed to be up yesterday. Anyway, sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and that little bell because we have some awesome videos coming for you. Plus, we're going to be doing some giveaways. If you missed my unboxing from my friend, she sent me so much stuff and I am going to share it. Thank you again for being here. You are all so very, very appreciated, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.